Look there at spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, a good one in the NFC West. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go here in Inglewood. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
Tariq Woolen on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 27-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll try to sneak it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 1.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
The motion man is Nakua. Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll be away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. This brought him out past the 20. And some nifty running on the return. Some good yardage before he was taken down. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Once again, it's Walker. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and
when you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? The reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Oh, he landed it at the right spot, just had the wrong spin. He goes into the end zone, touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 20-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Off play action, it's Stafford. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to number 19. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. Off balance throw, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
A gain of 12 yards.
First down grab at the first of the game for Adams.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
They run over center with Williams. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. They'll go again here with Williams. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
It's a great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Stafford from the gun on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over for their second possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll run here with Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down as he gets this one past the 30.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Walker. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
41. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. They're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Seattle.
First down, Seattle.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Jared Verse there to make the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Rams come up with the recovery.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. Looks like one of the Seahawks was in there and did keep the ball with Seattle.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and we'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that 1st quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This about as short as you can get. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Rams offense ready to get back at it. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. The shotgun, it's Stafford. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
A give, and here comes Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll go with the sneak. And it's stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. The motion man is Nakua. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Rams 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
The defense stringing them out. No gain back to the original line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd down and 9. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Man in motion is Smith. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That's out wide to Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A gain of a yard.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll go with Williams. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of things when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth where the receivers say, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
On the return.
The Seahawks offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. First down throw there is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. And he will have the Seahawks first down as they are able to keep this drive moving. On the handoff, this is Walker. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Taken down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to Rashid Shaheed. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. In trouble, and down he goes.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
Here's Michael Dixon now. Punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford taking a shot downfield for Adams. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. 15-yard pickup there. First down, L.A.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Through up the sideline at the 45. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
First and 10.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a second and 7. The motion man is Nakua. Now a second down throw for Stafford. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
They go play action with Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. DeMarcus Lawrence getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Stafford now on second down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Devin Witherspoon with the tight coverage as he knocks it away.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
Here's Ethan Evans now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. To Cup. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Darnold to the air once more. The middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. Now the Rams are going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go. Here's the punter now, as he is on to kick it for Seattle. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford out quick to Adams.
Stafford's pass complete to Devontae Adams. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground here again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down, Seattle.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike Man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a yard. Now, this looks like a design run.
Darnold on the keeper. An 8-yard pickup. And the Seahawks.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run the toss with Walker. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Here's second and 3 to go. Throwing, Darnold will try and set up the tight end screen. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Throwing on first and 10 is Darnold. That one's down the field, but it is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On second down, Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Got a man, that's Horner, the tight end. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work, but in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
To throw is Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that.
Good blocking, and he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks take a 10-3 lead.
Rams 3.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Can't ask for much more.
That's good.
22 yards on the first play of the drive.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs, kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, L.A.
1st and 10.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another
19 more on that one. And another first down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for 3rd down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
On first down, it's Stafford. That is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take possession.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. Defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Kobe Durant, the corner, coming strong to make the play.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. As he'll punt it away for the snap, a poor one, and it's big Play from the special teams there, Greg. Not only do they come up with the block, but they return it for the touchdown, get a little bit of momentum with this big play.
Yeah, and there's always a little bit of a risk and reward that a coach has to balance anytime he calls for a punt rush. And we saw there exactly why you do it. You're able to get your hand, block the ball, and in this case, you get the extra bonus because it leads to a touchdown.
Extra point attempt still to come.
Extra point.
It's up and good. And the Rams will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
And 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. They run with Walker. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He was taken down.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
It is 3rd and 10. Darnold now to throw.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. And remember, the last time they tried this, he had it blocked. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and So far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Parkinson in motion. Throw it on third down. Stafford taking a shot downfield for Smith. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. Low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter. That touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Shaheed in motion. Darnold gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Tie game, second half. Mistakes here can really decide the outcome of the game, so it's a really smart play. Nothing's open. Just throw it out of bounds. Live to fight another play.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Stafford. This is caught left side. That's Parkinson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
2nd and 1.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 46, here's 2nd and 1. 4th quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10. Throwing, Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up
Not
second
every pass
and
has to be
3
thrown
at the
downfield. You can
45-yard
rely on the
line.
run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On the give, it's Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The tackle made
You have to
back
wonder
at
if
the
next time
48-yard
does the
line.
play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Parkinson. He's going to have the first down. So they convert
10 yards.
on third down with a
That's good
pickup
for
of 9.
Rams. First down. First and
You get in
10
these
at the
situations,
38-yard
third
line.
down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. It's another run here for Williams. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
The tackle made by Julian Love. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that...
And he will get into the end zone. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Rams. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. His kick is good. And the Rams go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
17. Seahawks 10.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Shaheed in motion. Off the play fake, it's Darnold.
Darnold's pass complete to Rashid
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He's going to look deep. Going to Cup. That one broken up and is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit. That right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Now it's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, now this brings up 3rd down, Mike, and a really tough call for this coach. Does he want to remain aggressive, put the ball in the air, and try to keep this offense on the field? Or can he be a little more conservative, not be afraid to punt the ball away, and hope his defense can finish this game out?
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Rams. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Pass is completed to Cup. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. Taken in right side by Barner. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Third down.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Darnold to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up, and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
On fourth down, out comes the punter. He'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
First and 10.
Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the gun, here's Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
On the ground, this is Williams. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. We'll talk things over before third down. The motion man is Nakua. On third down, here's Williams. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be fourth down.
34-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
The Rams punting unit coming out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Seahawks offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They have likely one play left here north of the 2-minute warning. as they're going to get started with first down. Now, Darnold. To the middle, it's cut. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw at one. Oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
To A.J. Barner. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They come to the line for this one. 3rd down, needing 3. Darnold to the air once more. Forced out wide. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either the ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. The Rams offense ready for this next possession. And with the defense out of timeouts, they cannot stop the clock. Just a couple of kneel downs should do it. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's a win here for the Rams. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.